Ahoy there, cruise nerds! Welcome to my channel, DCL Cruise Nerd. My name is Megan and I am your host. Today we will be going a little bit deeper into the CDC Conditional sale order that they just put in place a little over a week ago, as well as how it will affect Disney Cruise Line, or what minor changes could change how we see Disney Cruise Line in the future. But before we do that, let's go ahead and go into our breaking news. Now our breaking news for today. So it comes to no surprise that Disney Cruise Line officially canceled last week the remainder of 2020. So that means the 2020 season for Disney Cruise Line is officially done. Also, one more thing for breaking news is that the Disney Wonder and also Disney Fantasy finally finished their dry dock. They are testing the waters, and the Disney Fantasy is just testing the waters around Brest, France, make sure that she has her sea legs going, and make sure everything is set and ready to go. As well as the Disney Wonder, she actually left Brest, France yesterday, and she arrived in Dover, England early this morning, and she actually stayed there majority of the day. And she is now headed back to Brest, France. So I'm kind of curious of what this might mean in signs of getting more crew, or a crew going on vacation who is still part of the skeleton crew on board the ships. So hopefully we find out more very soon. Alright, cruise nerds, so let's go ahead and dive right on in. So the conditional sale order that the CDC had announced on October 31st is 40 pages long. Half of those pages is basically just a repeat of what we just went through these past several months since March. And so basically half of it is already, read through. Now, when the cruise lines start up and running again, hopefully it is soon. Fingers crossed for at least Disney Cruise Line, it will be January. Now, before Disney Cruise Line can set sail in January, there's a few things that they will have to do. So they will have to do test cruises on volunteers. That could be anyone from the crew members to the cast members that work in the reservation center, or anyone of that sort. Or it could be also guests that have sailed with Disney Cruise Line before. Not 100% sure what Disney Cruise Line is going to do or offer for these test cruises, but some of the things that is in the conditional sale order is that the people that are going to be doing the test voyages that will possibly be later this month or possibly in December, they will have to, these test subjects will have to sign waivers acknowledging that they are doing a test cruise. This is not an actual cruise that will be either counted or anything of the sort. And then also, for these particular test cruises, the people who are going to be doing these test voyages, they will have to have also a waiver signed by their health official that they go to, acknowledging that they are free and clear of any health issues. So if you've had cancer, or if you have diabetes, or any underlying health issues, that you are clear to go and you are able to do these sailings. And also another thing that the CDC requires is that they would have to be 18 years and older. Now, hopefully the CDC will be a little bit more clarified when it comes to that, because you could have these 18 to 25-year-old range where they're fit and everything and they don't have any of these underlying conditions. But then again, there could be older people that could be coming on the cruise, and they could be test subjects as well. So hopefully we have a range of people that will be testing these cruises that are at least 18 years of age or older that can definitely do this. Also, beforehand, the CDC does require that all crew members get tested beforehand. And also, that's, in regards to that, it will have to be any crew members that are embarking the ship, as well as crew members that are currently on the ship as well. And if they do it weekly, or if they do it daily, or if, that's a great idea. So the CDC could change their mind and say do it weekly or do it daily for the crew members, and go ahead and submit it in the weekly report. So we just have to wait and see on that. Also, I did mention something about this about 1 or 2 episodes ago, where I read something about cruises that are 7 days. So when cruises do start up and running, the cruises cannot be longer than 7 days. So that's where I read it. So these cruises cannot be longer than 7 days. It's got to be 7 days or shorter. Also, the Disney Cruise Line will have to set up some kind of shoreside laboratory system where they will be swabbed or rapid test to see if they have COVID-19 before getting on the ships, where if it's in the terminal or if it's embarking or disembarking the ship at the ports of call, things like that. So this will probably be something as well that they will be testing on the test voyages. As well as the cruise lines will have to, before they do any of this, the testing of voyages, or even in regards to the sailings that are with paying passengers, and starting in January, they will have to give the CDC, okay, this is the port adventures that we are offering to our guests, this is the amount of guests that we're going to have on board, this is the activities that we're going to have on board and off the ship, and then also the dining and also the entertainment that we are offering for our guests. So there's a lot to consider, especially for Disney Cruise Line, with Disney Cruise Line being a family-oriented cruise ship. It could look a little different. And in regards to that, especially with the guidelines of the framework for the test voyages, I don't know how that's going to work with at least, the youth activities. Are they even going to have the youth clubs available once these either test voyages start up and running, or if Disney Cruise Line starts sailing in January with the youth clubs open? We'll have to wait and see. And of course, the CDC will probably come back to Disney and say, all right, you can do with this many guests on board, depending on the percentage, like 50%, 70%, 80%, whatever the CDC decides, that's what Disney Cruise Line will have to follow. And then, in regards to what I think will change possibly, is that dining will possibly change majorly on Disney Cruise Line. And if you haven't watched my last video about dining, go ahead and watch that. But Disney Cruise Line rotational dining will probably be affected the most, is because they're well known for their rotational dining. And also, will you be sitting with other families? Will you just have a private table to yourself? Are all the tables going to be full? Or is there going to be a table or two spaced out in between you and the next family? Also, are you even going to have rotational dining? Are you only allowed to go to one particular restaurant? As well as the entertainment, the Broadway style live shows that they have in the Walt Disney Theater. Will there be spaces in between the seats? Are there going to be more show times? Things like that. So there's a lot of things that Disney Cruise Line has to consider. And, I think this will be something that Disney Cruise Line will definitely overcome. And they can overcome any challenge, even if it's a hurricane, a virus, You know, they have seen it all. And if I have any faith in anyone, it will be with Disney Cruise Line. So hopefully Disney Cruise Line announces something soon, and we can definitely do another big step forward. That will be a huge plus. So that's just a rundown of the conditional sale order. Alright, cruise nerds, thanks for watching. If you've not done so, go ahead and follow me here on YouTube by hitting that subscribe button down below, as well as follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more breaking news. Have a safe and great day. Have faith, trust, and pixie dust, and I'll see you real soon on board.